Hey guys, I'm Tasneem back with this week's movie review. 2 years ago, a small film released titled Happy Bhag Jayegi, which starred Diana Penty along with a host of talented actors. The movie's comedy and simple story made it an unexpected hit. 2 years later, the makers have released a sequel to that film, this time starring Sonakshi Sinha, titled Happy Phirr Bhag Jayegi, and featuring some of the returning cast members from the original film as well as some new faces. With a new lead and a new location, the makers are hoping to recreate that same magic from 2 years ago once again. So let's see if Happy Phirr Bhag Jayegi is able to become another runaway hit.
प्लान क्या है?
The first installment was a fun, entertaining ride that was filled with hilarious comedy, and that was its biggest appeal. And though it's always fun watching a comedy of errors, this version had less of the comedy and more of the errors. Harpreet Kaur Happy, played by Sonakshi Sinha, is an aspiring horticulture professor who travels to China for work. What she doesn't know is that a group of kidnappers are awaiting the arrival of the original Happy, played by Diana Penty, and her now husband Guddu, played by Ali Fazal. As luck would have it, the kidnappers grab the wrong Happy along with some familiar characters from the first installment, and that begins a crazy journey. The movie wastes no time to get going, and the first half works well with a series of gags and jokes sprinkled throughout, but the second half slows down and drags with unnecessary songs. Even though this installment works along the same lines as the previous one, it has a sillier plot than the original, and while that still could have worked, what this one seriously lacks is the comedy, which was crucial in the first installment. Even with the bits of humor that is in this movie, they are more slapstick than clever like the first one. This one overall just seems like an inane masala comedy. Diana Penty was perfectly suited for the role in the first film, and Sonakshi Sinha is stepping into her shoes. While the first installment was more about the story focused on the character of Happy, this version is more about all the characters, so therefore Sonakshi's role gets a bit shortchanged as she doesn't have much to do. But she tries her best to pull the comedic side out of her and manages to do a decent job. Who does steal the show once again though is Jimmy Shergil. Returning as a desperate man trying to find a wife, Shergil is hilarious and makes you laugh throughout. It's his chemistry with the other characters that is the most enjoyable in the movie. The film's songs are average. Swag Saha Nahi Jaye is catchy, but the others are forgettable. Happy Phirr Bhag Jayegi is a fun movie, but could have been made better with a more engaging story and better pacing. There are quite a few moments that are hard to keep up with, as the plot gets way too convoluted, leaving the viewers confused as to what's going on. This one is getting an average 3 stars. Watch this film if you like the original and Jimmy Shergil's performance to catch him once again playing a hilarious character.